Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 94 of my Let's Play War in the East. I am playing as the Russians, or the Soviets, and we're playing the Grand Campaign. And so let's get right into it and actually run an AI turn because I'm ready for it. And, well, let's just make sure there's nothing else I can do. I wonder if I should try to move some of these. That's a tank core. Oh, it was routed a little while back. And that's a brigade. Oh. Let's get him. Let's put these guys down here. And just be getting them ready for this containment. And let's go ahead and run a turn. Why not? Let's do it. So the weather was in the upper 60s today. Pretty nice. Maybe even the 70s. It's the middle of November. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see if they crush down on those guys up near Leningrad. And the little circle turn. Yeah. Yep. 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 Routed. Yep. Yep. Shoot. I was kind of hoping that they would win that. Yep. Yep. This feels a lot like the beginning of the war. When there was nothing, absolutely nothing I could do to stop them. And it's starting to feel the same way. It's only 1942. In 1943, we're going to crush them. Oh, that was a fortified region. Yeah. They weren't going to last. You're going to pay for that. How dare you? Just make sure the wire's connected after I've been talking for 4 minutes. They should be getting themselves ready for the winter because the winter is not a good time to be trying to move around. Let's hope all this moving around means they're not going to do a lot of attacking. Yeah. Yeah. What a waste of admin points. I'd have done better to not even make those fortified regions at all. Yeah, I can only blame myself, though. I just took things a little too lightly. Yeah. Don't even tell me there are some guys that moved through there. That was not open. Not that I know of, anyway. Seven minutes in, and every attack they've done, it seems like, well, yeah, every attack they've done, they've won, which is a little unnerving. That's all right, though. They're gonna find that it's just like Napoleon. The long steppes of Russia during the winter defeat invading armies. And that's what's going to happen here. Hope you can hear me. I'm not talking real loud. But I had the microphone turned up to 100%, so you should be able to hear me fairly well. Why is my controller down there? Yeah, I must have. That wasn't me. So I've been checking out this game. It's not a new game, not really. It's been out for a little while, called he's cut off. I think that's his problem. Called World War II Europe, made by Schwerpunkt Games. I've been looking at it. It looks interesting. I've looked at it before, and it looked interesting before as well, but I've looked at it recently, and it looks interesting. Doesn't get much publicity or anything. There aren't any YouTube Let's Plays of it or anything, but it's supposedly a pretty good game. It's not that I've done it a lot, but it looks exactly what I would think a tabletop game would look like if they did one. Which they've done plenty. A bunch of people have done plenty of tabletop games of the war in Europe during World War II. So, but it looks like a tabletop game to me, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's, if you don't like games that don't have flashy graphics, well, then it's not for you. And but it looks interesting. War games like these, it's the gameplay. It's not necessarily that it looks pretty. Now, having said that, I put a lot of mods into this game to make it look prettier. And, there is, if you can do that, that's fine, but it still comes down to gameplay. If a game looks nice, but it plays like shit, it's not a good game. And believe me, over the years, I've bought games that looked good and played like shit. And I'm not talking just war games either. I'm talking plenty of games, plenty of different games. And when you're playing them, you think, good God, these guys didn't give a shit about the gameplay. They just wanted to make it look pretty so somebody would buy it. So anyway, I'm thinking about getting it, and if I do, obviously, it has 100 scenarios, over 100 scenarios, and they range anywhere from a 5-turn scenario where it's just a battle outside of Rostov in Russia, where the Germans attacked Rostov and the Soviets repelled them, and then it goes all the way up to the whole war in Europe, the whole land war, and that would be huge. Yeah, I was watching a kind of a tutorial video on YouTube last night, a little bit of it, and it was showing, you know, the repel at Rostov or whatever it's called, the I don't know the exact name of the scenario, but it's a 5-turn scenario at Rostov, and the total units involved is something like 50 units, which isn't that much. I mean, well, it might have even been less. Might have been 30 something, 30 or 40. Anyway, then it goes all the way up to every single unit, which there could be 300 or 400 units in some of the bigger scenarios. Looks interesting. Might pick it up. They show it as being listed for $49.99, and it's huge. I don't think all the scenarios are done yet, though. That's the one bad thing. Yep, see? They crushed those guys. It's like they got them sitting back waiting on me to do something. And then they're going to attack. And I'm hungry. That was just out of the blue. I am hungry. I was about to say, you better hold. See? Oh. Less men, but they made me retreat. Okay. Route and retreat. Oh well. That can happen. Obviously. It's the end of September. And now it's my turn. So that took about 10 minutes. Remember when they were taking 17 to 24 minutes? That took 10 minutes to run. Interesting. Which to me means he didn't attack as much as he could have or has done before. So as you can see, he really hasn't expanded this very much, if at all. So now I can kind of do that little move. So let's see. I do kind of have a little issue right here. So me. So I think I'm just going to leave these units here and just kind of let them kind of hold those guys back for now. And then let's see. Why can't they move? This guy can. Oh, we got a unit right here that's flubbing up all my movement. So as you can see, that getting rid of that one guy has really freed up everybody. Move. So we're getting there. Look at that. 40th, 40th, 40th. Yes, sir. Things are definitely looking up. '53rd, 53rd, 53rd. Look at that. How about it, huh? Things are never as bad as they look. And we're proving it right now. We're getting everybody out. Well, most everybody. You done messed up now because the Soviet Union is coming back. Look at that. We're getting all these guys out. Yeah, I kind of wish I had saved Kiev, because I'd imagine what I was told. Yeah, 184. Shit, they went up 5 points. Well, I was thinking about trying to save it, but I ended up forgetting myself. Forgetting what I was trying to do. Why can't I move these guys? The zone of control is screwing me. But as you can see, we've done a really, I wouldn't say we've done a great job, but we've saved a lot of these guys. And honestly, that is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a very good thing. So, all right. So, we're starting to move a lot of these units up this way. This still looks kind of rough, but we're moving them. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get these bastards. We're gonna get them. I don't know how we're gonna get them, but we're gonna get them. I can finally start moving these guys a little bit up a little bit. There we go. So things are not looking as badly as they were once. We're at 20 admin points. These guys got crushed here. What's this guy doing? I didn't put him there. All right, we're back across the river now. Somewhat. I gotta keep throwing that guy out there, and I'm gonna keep on crushing him. Not that it really helps me that much, but oh. See, there's a lot of things I can still do. Not saying they're the best thing or the smartest thing, but there are things I can do. What? Yeah, you did. Look at this. I'm not saying this will work, but oh, A 5th stack. Wow. He lost. There you go. Oh, 1980. 1,980. That's what you do to those little shipbird units that think they're just going to sit up there in the front lines and not have anybody attack them. Oh, I can't believe that. See, I'm starting to get 95,000 against 15,000 in places. There you go. So what to do? What to do? Man. This little group's in a little bit of trouble, to be quite honest with you. No, not him. Let's see. So let's see what we can do if we can move this guy. He moved. He did indeed move. See how that kind of has freed up my guys? They can move out of there now a lot better, even though we're getting interdicted. Can't move that guy. There we go. We'll move him there. We will move those two guys there. We'll move him there. So things are getting a little better. It's still a little. There's still this area that I'm a little worried about, and this area is probably, even though I do now have some firepower in here, I don't think that could take, this stack could take these two stacks on by itself, or this stack could take these two stacks by itself, but they gotta start worrying about supply and things like that. So I'm starting to wonder if, or not wonder, but starting to kind of feel like I do have, look at these units that I built a while back. They're ready. Should I do this or should I do this? Oops. Leaders. Infantry. Okay. This guy. He's a marshal. Yeah, you're no good. Now we gotta find a good infantry guy. That's not being used. I mean, this guy's a 5. This guy's a 5. Doesn't really. There are a bunch of 5s. I guess they get worse as you go down the list. Although there are some 5s down here. Mostly 4s. Well, I think I saw a 6. There's a 6. There we go. And now I have 4 admin points. Well, that's the way it goes. All right. So, anyway, this episode is over. And things are looking up. Oh, one thing I want to do. One last thing. It's going to be clear again next turn. Or this turn. I guess this is still at least one more turn of clear weather for them. But things are getting better. Things are starting to... My units are starting to get out of trouble. I'm starting to get my units in a place where I can form some cohesive lines. So, yeah, things are looking a lot better, which is good, which is real good. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will be back soon with another episode. My next episode will be episode 95, and 1942 is winding down. So I will see you next time. Thanks.